So, your rotator cuff. So this is the third stretch in the series where you're twisting your arms around each other and then pulling them apart to create the stretch. This resistance of your arms while pulling on the muscle is what pulls the fibers apart in that PNF style. So let me explain your rotator cuff. So we talk about the rotator cuff as if it's one muscle, but it's actually four. They're all on the shoulder blade. So you've got on the back plate of the shoulder blade, all on the triangle, a muscle called infraspinatus. And it is an external rotator, so this is external rotation, internal rotation. Then on top of the shoulder blade, you have another muscle called supraspinatus. Infra means lower, supra means above in Latin. So those, again, are both external rotators. Then along the edge of the shoulder blade, you have a muscle called Teres minor, and that is also an external rotator. And then imagine that your shoulder blade is like this, and here's your rib cage, and this is facing you, this is the back of the ribs, and this is the front of the shoulder blade, and that's on the ribs like that. The front plate, the cup in the front of the plate, has a muscle on it as well called supraspinatus. Supraspinatus is up here. This is called subscapularis. Subscapular, below the scapula. So this is above the scapula, below the scapula. If you're looking at this from, yeah, you kind of get it. So to get that, you could, when you open up your arm like this, the front of your shoulder blade will actually poke out to the side of your ribs, and you can actually get a thumb onto that muscle. It's no fun, and we're going to sort of teach that as a self-massage trick later. But all three of the first muscles, so infraspinatus, supraspinatus, and teres minor, are external rotators. Subscapularis is an internal rotator. And it's often the one that you hear about pitchers blowing out when they blow out their rotator cuff, because they're overdoing that motion, right? And eventually it just tears something. So, again, not one muscle, but four. We can get into very targeted stretches for each of the four, and we will as variations on this, which is kind of a global stretch for the external rotators. This won't stretch your subscap. Subscap we're going to have to do differently. So there's the anatomy of the rotator cuff, or the basic anatomy.